Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am so thrilled today. Today is the first day of the Be a Superhero doll panel sew along. It is a dream come true for me to be able to share these panels with you. So, professional modern rag dolls in panel form that are easy to make with amazing and beautiful results every time. So, I hope you can be with me here for the next 4 weeks to learn some amazing secret tips and tricks for doll making, but also just to have some fun, lift each other up, and make some dolls together. This is my very first fabric collection with Riley Blake Designs. It's a mini collection and it's called Be a Superhero. There are 6 different doll panels in this collection, a lot of different projects, and then also some dress up panels. But you can get so there's the Be a Fearless doll, and she comes in 3 colorways. And then there is the Be Brave doll, and it comes in 3 colorways as well. So you can choose which colorway you want. We're going to talk about other projects to do as well and all the things. So it's going to be a wonderful 4 weeks, and I'm so happy that you are here. A few housekeeping things to make sure that you don't miss anything if you are here is just to make sure that you have signed up for the Be a Superhero doll sew along on our website. It's free to sign up. You just go to the Be So Inspired website, so www.besoinspired.com. I'll put the link below. And just go under Fabric Collections, Be a Superhero, and you'll see sew alongs there. The tab, you just press on the sew alongs tab and sign up. So in that same tab, you can make sure that you have downloaded your instructions. So the instructions, the PDF instructions, are also free. And this is something as a pattern writer and a lover in this fabric industry that I really felt passionate about and wanting to share and just get all the details. So you can get these instructions. They're fully illustrated instructions. They have step-by-step, and they are just so clear and easy to follow. So you'll be able to sew along now. You can print them out and follow along with me as we work on this together. And it's just a wonderful way to get really clear instructions that you can actually see and read all the words. So make sure you do grab those for yourself as well on the website. So you can choose between 6 different panels. We said there, if you are still looking for your panel or you're waiting for it to arrive, these videos will be recorded and saved so you can join us or catch up or binge watch them all together on any day that you want. That is no problem at all. And I still want to hear your comments and see all the things, even if this is, quite a while away. Shops, if you are watching along too, please feel welcome and free to write in the comments that your shop is carrying the Be a Superhero doll panels so that people that are looking for them can order them online or come into your shop and see them as well. So like I said, the doll panels have so much goodness in them. It's going to be a fun 4 weeks. So I'll just open up one of the panels here. So it has the front and the back of the doll, but she also has a little stuffed teddy bear here. She has a sleeping mask and 2 superhero masks, so she can really play dress up, or in case anyone that you're making it for might lose a mask, you'll always have a backup superhero mask. The bear has a cape and she has a cape. There's pajamas and there's a sleeping mask and there's shields for both of them. There's also a little doll here, and we'll talk about what you can do with some of those extra items too, that you can applique them and just be really creative and have lots of fun. So you're going to want to make sure you get your panel first. So number 1 is panel. Sign up for the sew along, download the PDF instructions, and grab yourself a panel or 2 or 6. This is a great way to really lift each other up. So if you know somebody that's maybe having a tough time, maybe they are going through some health things, maybe they are just really struggling in school, maybe they've changed jobs, maybe they're just a wonderful neighbor that's been helping you out. It's just amazing what a handmade gift can do. And it's just really so uplifting what we can do by sharing our talents with someone. And it just goes so far. So you can make these dolls or any of the projects that are involved in the Be a Superhero collection. And if you share on social media, we'd love it if you use the hashtag Be a Superhero Movement. So what the movement is about is really about lifting each other up. So using our gifts and talents to lift up others. I know there's groups that are making these dolls for donations at Christmas time or over the holiday seasons. They're great stocking stuffers. They're great teachers' gifts. There's so many ways that we can really lift each other up with these dolls. And I hope that you use the hashtag as well, so we can lift you up and share as well as inspire each other all the way through. So that is the whole message and point to these dolls. And I would love to hear who you're making your doll or item for, and how that uplifting story can just sort of like spread. We need to add more good news in our feeds, don't we? And so this is definitely the hope and plan with these dolls. So today is week 1 of the Be a Superhero doll panel sew along. So these doll panels are designed by myself and made with Riley Blake fabric. So exciting. Thank you so much, Riley Blake, for licensing these doll panels. Week 1 is preparation and cutting. So we want to get prepared. We talked about signing up for the sew along, grabbing your PDF, and getting your doll panel. So if you have all those things, that's all this week is about, but I'm going to give you some extra items that you will need, and then some extra items that are optional that you might want to embellish with, that you can get gathered up this week so that we can really dive in next week. So we'll need stuffing. So I just have like a polyester fiber fill here. And just so you know, we are going to talk a lot about stuffing and how to stuff a doll and how to get really that professional look when you stuff a doll. So you're going to need more stuffing than you think. I'll just say that now. So you're going to need more. This is probably not even enough for one doll, all of this stuffing. So you're going to need more stuffing than you think. So just know that depending on how many dolls you are making, but you'll want to grab some stuffing. You'll want to grab something to push. So you can use a chopstick, you can use a knitting needle, you can use like a point turner or anything. I'm going to use this item. This is like a professional doll maker's secret tool. It's called Hemostats, and they're actually a medical item, but you can grab them on Amazon. And they have a locking system, so they click. They have a blunt edge here. And what I do with them is I grab stuffing with them and click them closed. And then you can really push them into all the little small tight areas. So we'll talk about that, I think, in week 4 when we talk about stuffing. But, if you wanted to get yourself a pair, they're relatively inexpensive, and they're also great for tons of other items. And I use them a lot of times in like my quilt making and my sewing and all the things. So I just love I have multiple pairs in my sewing room, but it's always nice to have a pair. But you certainly don't need them. You can use anything, chopstick, knitting needle, anything, even the end of a pencil, an eraser end of a pencil is fine as well for stuffing. We're going to need some thin elastic. So you can choose between rolled elastic or just really small, like 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch elastic. So I have some in white or black, depending if I'm using, like if it's a very light color or a dark color that I'm using we're going to need them in 2 spots. So we're going to need them for around the neck of the pajamas and for around each of the 3 masks. So you'll need, like less than a yard for sure. But just a little bit of elastic is something that you should make sure you have on hand. If you are making these dolls for a child, depending on the age of the child, a few things that we need to just keep in mind is like safety. So, buttons and things that can come off. If they're a choking hazard, you just want to be aware of that. But we can embellish with buttons and all the things if they are going to be a decoration doll or for an older gift giver. But one thing that I would like to use for the capes is either Velcro. So you can either use Velcro to sew on, or you can use like a snap button. So I have this little tiny kit, and it comes with a few tools and a snap like tool for it. So I will talk about this, but we can use other things like Velcro or buttons and buttonholes. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in I think week 3. And I think I got this on Amazon as well too. I'll try to link everything for you if you need it. So just giving you a heads up on some of the stuff we'll need. If you want to embellish your dolls, then you can use some embroidery thread. So maybe some DMC floss, or I have some Aurifil floss in a couple of colors here. So just a little bit of embroidery floss if you want to do some hand detailing on it, just to give some texture. And just a little regular sewing needle and sewing thread, and some tiny little scissors. So that's to close up the doll. These are to do little snips. And you can also have a nice big pair of sewing scissors for some of the larger cutting. Pretty basic stuff that you can find in your sewing room. It's also all listed on the front page inside your PDF download. So where it says supplies here on the first inside page, it says supplies. Those are the things that you'll need to make the doll. So once you have all your supplies, if you have time before our next week, we're going to just get you prepared and cut out your panel. So I'm just going to move this over out of the way, and let's talk about cutting out our doll panel. It's really nice if you can take a few minutes and iron it before you begin cutting it out. Just because it gets crumpled while you fold it, there's a line down it, a folding line in the bolt, and also I really like to starch it before, so you don't have to do that, but it really adds just a little bit easier time to some ease just for cutting, and then just for everything laying flat. You'll be thankful next week when we start pinning in all of the things. So you're going to take your doll panel, and there is a dotted line that has scissors on it. So it's pretty easy to see. You can see the dotted line. So after you press your whole panel, so I'll just take my iron and press. And again, especially if you're spraying it either with water or with some kind of, a stiffener of any kind, don't pull your iron across, or you could distort and stretch out your items, and we want them to fit together nicely. So you're going to press the panel just up and down motions, just along the whole panel until it's nice and flat. Once it's nice and flat, then you can start cutting it out on the dotted line. And I'm going to show you tip and trick number 1. So tip and trick number 1 is that once you cut your doll out, do you notice that I did not cut out between the legs? This is our secret. I'm just teasing. So don't cut out between the legs. I mean, if you did already, it's no big deal. It's just fine. We'll pin it. But it just is a little easier because it's in the exact measurement. So we're making this as easy can be. And then you can pin on the outside of both sides, and you'll be able to sew inside the dolls as well. So you're going to cut out all of your doll panels, all the pieces. You're going to cut out your capes, making sure you have that seam allowance all the way around. Cut out your masks. Everything is nicely pressed. Cut out your bears. I'm getting prepared for next week. We're going to cut out the pajamas. Look at the little bum flap on them. And you cut out all your shields. Cut out all of the things that you need. Good. So once you have all of your stuff cut out, I will meet you back here next week. You are going to be sewing along with us. Please, again, do make sure you sign up, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, or join our Facebook, or both, so that you don't miss one of the videos. Make sure you sign up for the sew along, because we'll be sending emails as well for the next 4 weeks. And also, if you're joining along, I'd love it. I would just love it if you shared it on Instagram or whatever social media channel you use. Make sure you use the @ symbol and tag me at Be So Inspired. Take a picture of your panel and some of your supplies. Your instruction sheet is fine too. And I can cheer you on and we can all get excited together. So that's going to be our wonderful month this month. Make sure you join me every week here. Or if you're back watching and you're going to, join them whenever it works for you, they'll always be recorded. They'll be live and they'll be recorded. So you can join us in all the ways when it works for you. And I'd love to know who's all sewing along and if you've got children sewing with you. And we're going to have a great month. So I can't wait to get started. Great big hugs. I'm ready to lift you all up and let's be a superhero together. See you all soon. Bye for now.